Fuck me. All right, what's up, everybody? We're back.
He's
I'm
hammered.
excited today because there's a bunch of shitty fucking weather in Jersey, and that's about it. What's up, Scotty? How you doing?
Yo, what's going on, Nitro Freak? You had a hell of a night. And it was a hell of a night with these games, man. A lot of surprises today.
Yeah. Truth be told, I was the number one seed, I guess, and I lost every single fucking game.
There was only two games today, so you went 0-2 today.
No. I was lost every single fucking game given my way. I picked Kansas City. I picked the LA Rams. And there was some stupid ass fucking retarded rule that was like the tiebreaker had to be a basketball game. Had to be a basketball game for whatever reason. And it was the New Orleans Pelicans versus the Minnesota Timberwolves. And I got the New Orleans Pelicans and they lost by 50. So I lost every single fucking game that I had. But it's a good thing because I'm in the losers bracket now and I could get redemption. So it is what it is.
So you lost all your games and then you got hammered pretty much.
No, I got hammered while losing all my games. So, I mean, it was – listen, it wasn't a bad night. I'm happy that the Eagles are playing the Atlanta Falcons. But I'm not happy how everything transpired.
Yeah.
It kind of sucked.
Well, all I really cared about was the Rams-Falcons game, and I got what I wanted, so –
to be honest with you, that game kind of sucked. Like, I mean, the first game was pretty good, but the second game kind of like
it sucks because the Falcons suck and we can beat the Falcons. So
I mean, yeah, but you know what? I was expecting a little bit more out of the Rams, and it just never happened. You know, it's like the Rams are like this big juggernaut on offense, and they just never connected. It's like you were waiting for something to happen. And it just never happened. It was weird. And it's like the Atlanta Falcons are good, but they're not that good. Like, I mean, they have Coleman, they have Freeman, they have Julio Jones, they have Matt Ryan. But, I mean, it's like on defense, who the fuck they have? Like, Trufant. Like they have a bunch of no-names.
Yeah, Vic Beasley and that other, what's Claiborne or something? That defensive end.
Yeah.
Besides that, I mean, honestly, I think the Rams were overhyped. They were overrated, in my opinion.
Oh, big time. But I mean, that Kansas City versus Titans game, I mean, that was pretty dope. Like, I mean, it started off 21-3, but it definitely gained some steam towards the end.
Yeah, Titans came out of nowhere, honestly, and another choke job by Andy Reid.
Literally nowhere.
I didn't see that coming at all. Honestly.
Yeah, it was crazy.
So now I just can't wait for a Saturday, man, honestly. Fucking playoff football is back. I mean, is there any better feeling than playoff football?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I'm going to be at the game. It's not going to be as cold as it was tonight, so I don't really know what to make of it. But
I think Foles will play better. I think Foles will play better when it's warmer.
Foles will play better, but if it's a little bit warmer, will that be in Atlanta's advantage? Because I just don't know, because it's been fucking cold here, as you and I may know. It's been brutal. And 30 to us is probably going to feel like 60.
We haven't played good in the cold either, so it's kind of could go either way, like you said.
Nah, I agree with that. It's just like see, all weather aside, I just feel like we gotta play our game. And I just feel like Doug Peterson's got to come up with a good game plan. And he really hasn't had one in the last 2 weeks.
He hasn't, but I feel like the leaders on this team need to step up and fucking play ball. Like the good players. Like this team is fucking loaded. The whole defensive line, the running backs, receivers, tight end. Like where the fuck are they at the past 2 weeks? You know?
Your guess is as good as mine. And you know what? This is what I will say. I'll put a big blast out there. If the offensive line doesn't play well, we are going to go home early. Like it's not even like by halftime the game will be over.
Dude, there's no excuse for
this game is all about the offensive line. Nick Foles needs time to throw. He's that kind of quarterback that can't make plays when he's getting pressured. And I'm a huge Nick Foles fan. I'll admit it.
Yeah, we
But
know.
the guy he's a pocket passer, and he can't move. If the offensive line doesn't do their job and block specific players, he's going to get trounced, and there's nothing we can do about it. So Doug Peterson either has to, one, run the ball or create screen passes for Nick Foles so he can get the ball out quicker, and it'll help us.
I agree with everything you just said. Jason Kelsey and Lane Johnson were just named fucking all pros, so there's no excuse for them not to play well, especially in the playoffs at home.
Wait, who was that? Who was that second person you just said? It was Jason Kelsey and who?
Lane Johnson.
I think I'm having trouble with this connection.
You didn't hear me? Lane Johnson.
See.
Can you hear me or no?
Yeah, I can hear you.
First, and we also all know you're a huge Nick Foles fan, so your boy's got to come through. He's got to throw at least 2 touchdowns to win.
But you know what? Me being a huge Nick Foles fan, I also looked at a lot of tape within the last 2 days. From 2013 to 2014, I watched. I didn't watch the last 2 games because they're irrelevant to me. I watched 2013 to 2014, and what I realized from Nick Foles is, as much as me being a big fan of him, he needs time and protection to throw the ball. And without time and protection, he fails miserably. Like, it's not even close. That's what I'm saying. The offensive line needs to do their job. And the offensive line the last 2 games has not done their job. Like, I've been watching, and Wisniewski needs to step up. Kelsey needs to step up. Lane Johnson needs to step up. They all need to step up, or else we're going to go home. Like, they need to realize this, because it's not all about the run game. You have to protect your quarterback. If you don't protect your quarterback, what's the point? You got to do it.
I mean, like, Foles, he can't escape in the pocket either, so he needs almost like perfect protection.
Yeah, he's not mobile at all. He's very unathletic. But if you give him time, he's a good pocket passer.
I mean, for us to win, he's got to throw at least 2 touchdowns. Would you agree with that?
Yes. I think we have to at least put 14 points up on the board.
I think we need at least 20, but I think you can get some rushing touchdowns, some field goals in there.
I don't. I think our running game sucks, to be completely honest with you.
Why would it suck though? Because we've been good for how long?
It's just not, our running game just not there. Like, I mean,
so you think we need?
Like, if I'm being completely honest with you, you could say we got Ajayi from trade. We got Clement through trade. We have Clement. We have Blunt. Our running game just hasn't been there all year, and I'm not going to expect a running game that hasn't been there all year to just evolve in the playoffs. Like, I'm watching the team from this year, and from this year, I've seen a lot of passing touchdowns. I haven't seen a lot of rushing touchdowns, and I don't care who's that quarterback, Wentz or Foles. I'm just going to go off that because our running game really hasn't done much this year. Like, if you think about it, like I'm not going to like it unless Doug Peterson comes up with a perfect game plan next Saturday to involve the running game. I'm expecting more of the same, honestly. I'm being honest with you.
I'm going to disagree with you a little bit. I think the running game has been good. We just haven't relied on it to win games.
Okay.
I think that we have, like, bounced off it. Like, the run game is set up, like, the play action and different things for Carson Wentz. But, like, why is the running game not good? Is it we don't have a good enough running back? Is it the O-line? Is it Foles right now? Like, what happened? The run game, I mean, we're getting almost watching every game. So how could you say the running game?
And that's the thing. What you just brought up and just said was it makes absolutely no sense because Jay Ajayi will running back. He's on the level of LaShawn McCoy. And why isn't he being ran as much as he should be? Number one, is Doug Peterson scared that his legs will fall under him because he has bad knees? Or does he just not like to run the ball?
Yeah.
It's like Jay Ajayi to me, I personally, I'm gonna be honest with you. I haven't watched much film on Jay Ajayi. I don't really know who he is. But all I know is he is a Pro Bowl running back. And if you're a Pro Bowl running back, that's dividends because you're running. Yeah, well, last year he was playing against teams like the Patriots, and he was running all over. So I don't know. You might know more than about J.J. than I do, but it's like, dude, run the fucking guy.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, I don't know that much about him except for Miami last year. I mean, and he came out of nowhere pretty much. He was what? Was he like a 4th round pick or a 5th round pick, something like that?
No. He was a 5th round pick from Boise State.
So he definitely wasn't expected to be much in the 5th round.
No, not at all. But the fact that he's a Pro Bowler in the AFC, especially in the AFC East, it's just mind-boggling that they're not using him to the potential that he could be used at. It's weird. It's just I don't know.
He should have had 20 carries against the Cowboys. I mean, no, he didn't play that game, but even against the fucking Raiders. They said he should have had like 20 carries against the Raiders, at least, in that game.
Sorry, Scott. I didn't hear you.
I don't even think he's had like 20 carries in a game yet. Has he?
No, he's had like 15 to 18.
I mean, I don't know how to fucking describe that. If you're not giving him the ball, like you said, how is his production going to go up? How is it going to help the team if he barely gets the ball?
It's not. And you know what? Here's the time to shine in the playoffs because the last time I checked, we're underdogs against the Atlanta Falcons, and the Falcons are the 6th seed. So, I mean, this is detrimental because Vegas doesn't even believe in anything that we're doing. Like, even if we run the ball perfectly, they don't believe in anything we're doing. And we could be at home. So, Doug Peterson, in my opinion, has to come up with a perfect game plan or else we're going to be sitting on the couch during the championship weekend.
Dude, and Vegas thinks that way. It's because of these people like Nick Wright and Skip Bayless who are fucking trashing us right now.
But fuck those guys. Vegas doesn't think like them. Vegas thinks like rational people. They think with their minds.
Yeah, but if you're fucking betting, like you're watching that shit, Can't tell me you're not.
Well, I mean, I watched the betting lines.
I'm saying they followed like the fucking ESPN and like the mainstream shit, if you're fucking betting.
Oh yeah, no. They follow injury reports. They follow weakness, players to match up with players. They follow all that stuff. And for the line to open up -2.5 Falcons, it doesn't really make sense to me because I just don't see a weakness on our team that wouldn't match up with a strength on their team. It's just really weird. And plus, it's going to be kind of cold. It's going to be home field. It's just, I don't know. It's a weird line to me.
Like, we're not that bad. Even if they want to say that we're, like, the worst team in the NFC, we're not, like, a fucking pushover. Like, even all the games that we played, they were all close.
Yeah.
Like, so that it really makes no sense how – I mean, yeah, the line's 2.5. It's not like it's fucking, like, 5 or 6. But for them to think it's going to be an easy game against this team with these fans, I mean, you're fucking – this is going to be a close game either way.
Yeah.
You know that.
Well, you know me. I'm not ready to go home yet. So this team's got to play.
This team, I wanted this team since the playoffs started, the Falcons, and I have us winning this game. Like, I had us winning this game back in fucking week 16, week 17.
Yeah, you have. I heard you, but, it's just tough because you're watching the playoffs and you're watching these teams lose, and it's like, oh, if you lose, you're out. You're out until fucking September, dude.
Yeah,
you're
I know.
Done.
Yeah.
And it's like, I don't want the Eagles to be that team that's out until September. Like, I want us to fucking go far. And
you got to take it one.
Like, this fan base just gives me absolutely, like, aneurysms. It's just weird. Like, it's like, do you guys not want to fucking live life? It's just weird. I don't know.
You got to take it one game at a time, man. And I'm telling you, the fucking fans.
You do, and it's like some people are like, "Oh, Wentz was it. We were gonna win the Super Bowl with Wentz. It's over." It's like people are saying Foles is the worst quarterback ever. It's like, nah, you just got to play like a team. If you play like a team and you protect Nick Foles, you're gonna win the game. It's that simple. You got to have a perfect running game, a perfect attack passing, and you got to have a perfect offensive game plan, and plus a perfect defensive game plan, and you're gonna win. It's that simple. If you're going to be a champion, you need to act like champions. You know, you can't just go out there and expect everything to be easy.
Yeah, we know that. Tony, the fucking fan base, they fucking listen to the media, and the media is so fucking negative about this team since day one.
Yep.
You gotta think on your fucking own. Have your own fucking brain. Have your own mind. You know, form your own opinion.
Yeah.
And a lot of people just don't fucking do that.
No, they don't. They listen to that fucking douchebag bitch, Nick Wright. Like, I mean, it's like the guy's like, oh, the Eagles are 16-0. They still suck. Yeah, they'll still listen to him. It's fucking stupid. It's like, I don't know. Like, people fall for too much nowadays.
Thing is, too, with like Nick Foles, they were all over him when he threw 4 touchdowns against the Giants. And then the next week he sucks, and now they're all off him. Like dude, anything can happen any fucking game. Like, doesn't matter what we say. It's down to how the players play. You know?
No, and I'll tell you a prime example of clickbait media artists. All right, Nick Wright all year was saying Carson Wentz was like an average QB in a good system. Once he went down, he was like, "Oh, Carson Wentz stood there in the pocket with a torn ACL and threw a 4th touchdown of the game." When he left the field, he was the MVP of the league. I was like, from that point forward, I wanted to punch him in the face so hard, and I wanted to punch him in the face. Mm-hmm. Like, how do you say that? It's like the whole season you're calling him a mediocre quarterback, and then that one player saying he's the MVP when he's injured. It's like it makes no sense. That's so disrespectful. And now he's saying that we have absolutely no chance.
Yeah, it's fucked up. And now someone in the comments is like, how could you stop living in a fantasy world? Atlanta is the hottest team right now. Like, how are the Falcons all of a sudden the hottest team in the playoffs?
Wait, what'd they say?
They said, stop living in a fantasy world. Atlanta is now the hottest team in the playoffs.
I didn't hear you, Scotty. What'd they say?
They said, stop living in a fantasy world. Atlanta is the hottest team in the playoffs. Like, that's fucking bullshit.
Wait, Sky, what did they say?
They just said Atlanta is the hottest team in the playoffs.
Hottest what?
I'm saying,
like, I mean, like,
after one fucking team, everyone like builds these fuckers up.
Atlanta's the number 6 seed. They got into the playoffs because Seattle lost, and Atlanta played a Carolina team that didn't really want it. That's how they got in. Atlanta's not hot for anything. They beat a Rams team that everyone was skeptical over. Everybody, including myself. I picked the Rams because I feel like offensively they were a lot better than the fucking Falcons. I thought they were a lot better than the Falcons offensively. But today it just seemed like the Rams are just off guard. And maybe the Falcons are hot. Maybe they're not. I don't know. It's just more of an experience thing when it comes down to everything. And I feel if Atlanta is going to come to Philadelphia in the cold and beat us, it would have to be experience. It has nothing to do with being hot. It would have to do with experience. That's just how I see it.
The thing with Atlanta, too, is, like, are they really good enough to fucking go to 2 Super Bowls in a row?
I mean, it depends how much they want it. You know, I mean, they lost a Super Bowl after being 28-3. You know, how detrimental was that? Like,
what's so special about Atlanta, though? That
they have a good offense.
Yeah, but it's nothing like to make 2 Super Bowls in a row. Like, you have to be like a Hall of Fame type team almost.
No, you have to be hot at the right team. You have to be hot at the right time.
I don't know. Who's a Hall of Famer on their team? Julio Jones?
Matt Ryan.
He's not a Hall of Famer. What?
I think so.
He's not a fucking Hall of Famer.
He's a 2-time NFL MVP.
1 time. 2-time.
Yeah, I think he was 2-time.
No, just he didn't win it twice. He only won it once.
Really?
Yeah.
I
I
think
mean,
Mike Ryan's good,
he's he,
personally.
he's he's good, but he's more right now. He's a choke artist more than a good quarterback.
Yeah, I mean, you can say the same about Donovan McNabb.
Oh yeah, I mean I agree with that, but Hall of Famer. So why would Matt Ryan be one?
Might be. And they're talking about Tony Romo being a Hall of Famer.
Oh, that's a fucking joke.
Yeah, so I don't know. I mean, what does a Hall of Fame mean nowadays anyway? It's
I'm
just
just saying, like the Falcons are not good enough to fucking win 2 road playoff games. Like I don't think
yeah, well, we'll see. I mean, I'll be there in person, so
I'm thinking about going to the game, but I don't know yet. I'm I'm still deciding. I don't know if I want to sit. I gotta sit next to Rob all night, so I'm
no,
fucking Rob. If you're, I doubt he's watching, but if you're, I'm just fucking with you, Rob.
no, just have him control his alcohol. That's it. Like, I mean, it's like
Good when I went with
you
his.
can have fun, but it's like don't fucking puke all over the place. Don't do the slug. Don't do the worm. Just fucking have fun. You know?
Yeah, I went with his dad and him to the Christmas game, and that was chill. Like he kind of like was good in front of his dad, but
Yeah.
who
No, I
knows?
saw you guys, dude. I was like blackout hammered, but I was like,
Just
yo,
like
what's
you're
up, guys?
just like you're blackout hammered now.
Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah,
It was,
blackout
that
hammered.
was cold, man. That fucking night was cold.
It's never gonna be that fucking cold again because it's about to be hot as fuck next week.
Yeah, especially when I go back to DJs in 2 weeks. But
It's gonna feel like fucking 90 compared to what it is now.
I know, and there's not gonna be any wind.
So hopefully, fucking Foles plays better, and we get the fucking running game going. I don't even care. Run Ajayi, run Clement, and if you want to use Blunt on like 3rd and 1, fucking goal line shit, fucking do it. But
Yeah,
it should not be that hard. You got fucking Zach Ertz, Alshon Jeffrey. Feed these fuckers the
you
ball.
have everybody. You have everybody in the mother, and
This is the same team. It's just a different quarterback.
it's just so.
I think they will get up for Foles. I think they were just sleeping the past 2 weeks of the season. I mean, how dominant was this fucking team for 12 weeks straight?
Yeah, they were on top of the world, and then when they lost to Seattle, everyone jumped off the bandwagon. Like it's like, oh shit, they lost to Seattle. They're fucking human now. We're the Eagles. We're never gonna win anything. It's like
This team looks better.
I don't know, dude. It's
This
like
team
maybe
looks better.
I'm the only fan that's not really bipolar in this fan base. It realizes that maybe the players just need a rest. It's not so much of a fucking debacle. Like when I watched the Seattle game before Wentz got hurt, when I watched the Seattle game, I was like, these players are fucking tired. They're exhausted. And like it didn't break me at all because I was like, yeah, they just need a rest. And then when Wentz got injured, everyone was jumping off the bandwagon. And I was like, well, Wentz got injured, yeah, but the team still won. They still played for Nick Foles. They still played for their values, for their means. And
Yeah.
that's what I felt so special about the team because it's like, yeah, we had a tough task against Oakland. We had a tough task against the Giants, but we came together and we won those games. It's like, is Nick Foles as pretty as fucking Wentz when it comes to play calls and stuff like that? No.
I mean, he's not on the same level.
No, he's not. Nobody is. But if you're watching exactly what Nick Foles is doing, what this team is doing, and still winning these games, they're just like a band of brothers. They just want the same thing. They want wins. And that's what it's about at the end of the day. It doesn't have to be pretty. It doesn't have to be like crucial. It just has to be a win. And they're still winning the games. So I mean, I just don't really understand what this fan base is going towards.
Now, if I could just like rebuttal real quick, respond to you. Thing with you is I know how much you love Nick Foles. And I'm not saying we're not gonna win against the Falcons. But I feel like if we don't beat the Falcons, you're gonna have like a fucking breakdown.
Okay.
What's gonna be your response? It's like you're gonna go off. Just because you've been so invested with Foles and still think the team can accomplish everything, like what's gonna be your reaction?
Okay. If we don't beat this team on Saturday, I'm going to be completely honest with you.
You're blaming on the whole team, not Foles, right?
No, the whole team, just the whole team in general. Foles, everybody. If we don't beat this team, the 6 seed team that barely made the playoffs, on Saturday, this season is an absolute failure. 100% absolute failure. There's no reason for you to beat a team that's so one-sided when it comes to a team that was pretty much, 12 minutes away from being completely eliminated. There's just no reason for you to be in Philadelphia in the cold weather, facing a dome team, and just not have every advantage in the book. I don't give a fuck what the Vegas line says. There's just no reason for you not to beat this team on Saturday. There's no reason. You have to come up with a perfect game plan, and I feel like with Doug, what the fuck's his name? Doug Peterson has had 2 weeks to do. 2, not 1. 2 weeks to do. If we do not come up with a perfect game plan after 2 weeks of being off, there's something extremely wrong there. Not only that, our coaching staff is getting gutted after this year. So, if we don't win this game, you're damn Skippy. I'm going to go off.
I knew you're going to go on the biggest Nitro Freak rant of the season.
Oh, I'd be pissed. I'd be pissed, to be honest with you.
But every other Eagles fan's going to say, "Oh, we didn't have Wentz, so we have."
Yeah, they're stupid. Every Wentz isn't like you. Every fan isn't like you and me. They look at what the media tells them. All right, they look at Wentz as being like the God's gift from Earth. All right, but little do they know, these coaches coach them up, and losing coaches like Mike Grawl, Flip, Schwartz, that's gonna hurt. I don't care who you are. That's going to hurt a team drastically. And being a number 1 seed doesn't come every day. Does it suck losing Wentz? Oh, it fucking sucks losing Wentz. I love Carson Wentz. Am I pissed off at Wentz? Yeah, he's a fucking moron. But you can't take away how crucial that injury was to this team. Because if we don't at least make a Super Bowl appearance this year, I don't know when we're going to be back, to be completely honest with you, because this is a year-by-year league, and our coaching staff is gone.
What I can say is, if those coaches do leave next year, it's going to really tell us how good Wentz is.
Mm-hmm.
Because, I still think he's going to be good regardless of who the fuck's coaching him, because you look at other quarterbacks, Aaron Rodgers, Tom Brady,
right,
Russell Wilson. If they didn't have their coach, would they still be good? Fuck yeah.
Yeah, they would.
So we'll see if the fucking quarterback coach and the wide receivers coach make that much of a difference. But
all I know is that Nelson Aguilar wasn't good until Grawl arrived. So that would be big. But
he's not just going to lose everything he's learned though this year.
Yeah, but would he?
No, he's not. Only thing I would say, losing Schwartz would kind of suck, because he really turned our whole defense around, and we really take him for granted. Honestly, do you agree with that?
I mean,
I know you don't like him as a head coach, but as defensive coordinator, because dude, we were 29th in defense.
I think
under Billy.
I think I'll take him.
And we've been top. We were top 15 last year, and now we're top 5 this year in total defense.
I think I'd take him for granted because I don't see him leaving. If he would have left, I would take him for granted. But
he wants to be a head coach, though.
He's not going to be. Like, he's just not. There's no team out there. There's not one 31st team that wants him as a head coach.
I know, you might be right. It's the fucking media again. They're hyping up fucking Jim Schwartz right now.
There's not. He's just not a head coach.
It's the fucking devil media. I'm blaming all this shit on the fucking media. I'm telling you.
But it's not even the media. He's not a head coach. Like he's a defensive mind. He's not balanced. He doesn't know anything about the offensive game. Like he just doesn't. And like he's gonna stay. Like I'm not worried about Schwartz leaving. I'm just not. I'm worried about Joe Douglas leaving. I'm worried about Flip leaving. I'm worried about Grawl leaving.
I'm not worried about Grawl, honestly. I mean, you can get another wide receivers coach. I could see Flip because honestly, maybe not. I think the McVay shit's overrated, like getting a young head coach and lightning in a bottle and all that bullshit because he just went one and done.
Yeah.
So I'm fine with Peterson, honestly. Like it's hard to go 13-3, man. It really fucking is.
Yeah, but how much was that the head coach of the quarterback? Like I mean, the quarterback in my opinion had such an amazing year this year that the head coach really didn't have to do much. But then again, I look back at that Giants game of Week 3, and I'm like, he called up the perfect play call that set up the Jake Elliott field goal. He threw the out route to Alshon Jeffrey with 1 second left. So I mean, this team is just so balanced this year, and for it to end in the first round, it just doesn't seem right. You know, it's just
dude, the play calls, and what about all the injuries? Like never missing a beat.
Yeah, it just doesn't seem right.
Peterson credit on that too, keeping the locker room together, keeping everybody up fucking beat, and pulling through. Like if someone gets hurt, especially like Jason Peters or even Darren Sproles, I mean last year, a fucking left tackle or right tackle Lane Johnson was out. And we fucking sucked.
Yeah.
At wide receiver. But, I mean, he just did 100% better job coaching this year.
Yeah.
In my opinion. I think it was the combination of Wentz and Peterson. I think to go 13-3 to be the best team in the league for however long it was, 12 weeks, it's not just one fucking person. It takes the whole team.
No, I agree. And it's we'll see what happens next week. I mean, Saturday, like I said, like maybe you'll be there. I'll definitely be there. But next Saturday, like when the clock strikes 0, if we lose this game, I don't think you'll ever hear the town more silent. Like it's just so.
It's because of what could have been.
No,
right?
It's just so devastating because you have something there. Like I was in the regular season, all right, with Carson Wentz. Like I've never met Carson Wentz, but I was watching this guy just ball out completely. And I was counting down the days to when we get to the playoffs. And I'm still counting down the days. But it's without Carson now. And the playoffs finally arrive. And if we lose, like you said, it's what could have been.
Mm-hmm.
It's just, it's.
I think, I don't know, facing the Falcons, I'm a lot more positive than I would have been.
I don't know. To be honest with you, I don't really care who we would have.
Dude, Falcons or Saints. Don't bullshit me here.
No. I'm being completely honest with you. I didn't care who we faced.
Dude, Falcons or Saints, who would you rather play?
Honestly, the Saints.
What, so we get knocked out the first round?
No. I'm being serious. I would rather face the Saints because the Atlanta Falcons were there last year.
But I don't True, but Drew Brees has our fucking number.
I don't know. I would rather face the Saints.
I wouldn't. I don't know. Atlanta, they have better corners. They played here before. I don't think. When's the last time Atlanta won here? It's been a while.
It's been a while, but Matt Ryan was born in Philadelphia. He has to win here eventually. I don't think he's ever won here before. So I mean,
the Falcons winning is interesting. Like, can they get back to the Super Bowl and try and beat the Patriots? But I just don't think they're that good of a team. I think they're good enough to pull off one win in the playoffs, maybe two against this team, not against this defense, not against these fans in this city.
Well, the right answer would have been I would have rather faced the Carolina Panthers, but that's not going to happen.
I guess, but I feel like this is I don't know. This is a better matchup. Matchup better with the Falcons and the Panthers, honestly, because we almost lost that Panthers game. Yeah, we had all the bad calls and the stuff, but we don't. I don't know. Cam Newton gets his fucking yards against us, and so does Jonathan Stewart. In that game, we fucking shut down Julio with Jalen Mills last year. If you can remember.
Yeah, they have a bunch of different weapons though now. They have Hooper.
Not really.
Yeah, but they have Hooper at tight end. They have Julio at wide receiver. They have Coleman at running back, the deaf guy. They have Freeman. They have Ryan. They have a couple different pieces. They're pretty loaded on offense.
I could say our offenses are the same except for quarterback right now. Honestly, you can make.
I mean, like I said, like Foles is a serviceable QB. Like I mean, as long as the offensive line holds up for him, he'll do well. But if the offensive line doesn't do the job, he's gonna fall down because he can't move.
I mean, I think he is seeing some ghosts right now too, though. You can agree with that, right?
Oh, wait, what was that?
He's seeing some ghosts right now.
I wouldn't say it's ghosts. I would just say that he is what he is, and our offensive line hasn't been doing a good job. And when our offensive line lets up pressure, he doesn't take pressure well, and
he doesn't respond well.
Yeah,
to
he
it.
just folds. Like
he folds. It's like he doesn't fold. He folds.
He folds. Yeah, and like against the Giants, like they gave him all day to throw, and he threw perfectly. Like he threw 4 touchdowns and no interceptions. Versus Oakland, I feel like they gave him 2 seconds to throw tops. And
now those 2 games we're playing against Khalil Mack and DeMarcus Lawrence.
Yeah,
2
pressures.
And the Falcons got no sacks on golf tonight, and they don't have Vic Beasley and Claiborne are not as good as Khalil Mack, and they're not as good as DeMarcus Lawrence.
No, you're right.
That's something that's encouraging.
It is. It's big, and that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm a huge fan of Nick Foles, but I'm going to be realistic. You have to get the running game going. You have to get this offensive line pumped up because yes, we have injuries on the offensive line, and if these 2 key parts of the offense do not work, we're going to go home. Like, you need Ajayi to work. You need Clement to work. You need Blunt to work. You need our best lineman to work. It's a team game at this point. And all year we've been a band of brothers. It needs to continue or else it's all over. And people just don't get that.
Yeah. I don't know. We got LeGarrette Blount and Chris Long, and they were at the Patriots last year, and they beat the Falcons in the Super Bowl. So,
yeah, that's experience. I'll take it.
Some secret weapon to beat the Falcons.
Yeah. Here's a bold prediction, by the way. I think whoever the Patriots face next week, they'll get knocked out of the first round.
The Titans. Dude, that would be the biggest upset.
I could see it.
That would be the biggest upset of all time.
I could see it.
Would you agree? That'd be Titans over Patriots. That'd be the biggest upset of all time.
I don't think the Patriots are that good this year.
They're not the Titans, though. Titans. Mariota looked good today, but
I think the reason why Kansas City really lost is because Kelsey went out of the game.
That's such a cop-out, though.
It is, but I think it's a big reason.
That's even worse than us. That's not even like their quarterback didn't get hurt. It was a tight end.
But he was a good blocker.
He's their best player on their team.
Yeah.
Is he not? He really is.
He is, and they lost him.
And we drafted Ertz over Kelsey, but it's all good.
Yeah, I mean, Ertz is good, but he's not Kelsey.
I think Kelsey would be fucking like T.O. here. It'd be. I told you that before, but whatever.
Who would you rather have, Kelsey or Gronkowski?
At this point, I'd probably have Kelsey just because
Really?
he's younger, and I just think he would fucking eat this fan base up. Like his personality and everything. Like he just has Philly written all over him.
I don't know. I think I'd have to take Gronkowski.
So, Gronk, I just think he's for too much, and we'd be bitching about that till the fucking end of time. Why do we trade for him? He's always fucking hurt. Like,
Yeah, I guess. But you have anything else you have to say?
nah, I honestly think that we can win, man. This is the team I wanted to play since day one. Was the Falcons, even before Wentz got hurt, I think. And it's fucking coming true. And we just got to get it done. Run the ball, play good defense, don't make Foles. I think Foles will bounce back. He'll play okay. He's got to play like he played in the Saints playoff game, pretty much.
Yeah.
You got to fucking play well in the playoffs. You can't hide a quarterback in the playoffs.
No, I agree. And in the Star We Trust just said Travis Kelsey is a bitch.
I don't know. I mean, he's fucking hits he takes, man. Come on. He's better than Jason Witten, that's for damn sure.
Yeah. I just thought that was funny. I had to read that out loud. But yeah, I agree. I think we could win.
Eagles 24, Falcons 17.
I'm going to say Eagles 30.
I just thought that was funny.
I'm going to say Eagles 30. Atlanta 17.
But yeah, I agree.
What the fuck is that?
I think the video is playing in the background.
Oh, okay. I think we can win. I really do. All right. So is there anything else you want to say, bud?
No, I think that's it for tonight, man.
All right, man. It's 3:25 a.m. on the Sunday. We play in 6 days at the link. We'll see what happens. Me and Scotty will be back at it this week sometime. We don't know. Whenever the day comes up. Definitely won't be Sunday. Definitely won't be Saturday because we'll probably both be down at the complex. But
we'll be live. We'll go live from the complex.
We could either go live from the complex or we could go live from CSB on Friday.
Friday might work. You'll have to text me this week.
Yeah, we could go live on Friday or Thursday. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, we got to fucking see Chaz. We haven't seen him in a while.
You guys share the same jewel.
That's so fucking weird. I haven't seen him in like months.
Yeah, you got to give me his jewel back.
It's so fucking weird.
I
don't even know how to respond to that.
Yeah, maybe I heard it wrong, but that was pretty funny. All right, man.
All right, drunk bastard, go to bed.
All right, man. Later.
I'll see you, man.
All right.